Witnesses telling us they have never experienced anything like what they saw last night.
Scott is the worst person I worked with in my entire career in music.
It just felt like we was like literally like in fucking hell, bro. Like it felt like we was in a concert in hell.
It all feels very orchestrated. It all feels very on purpose.
Hello friends, how are you guys today? I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. If you are not having an amazing day, I really hope that your day gets better from here on out. My name is Shanda and welcome to my channel, you guys. I want to start this video off like every other video and say thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you enjoy this video, but if you don't enjoy it, I really hope you at least give it a chance. So today we're going to be talking about the Travis Scott travesty, a concert, A Day in Hell Part 2. And on this video, I just want to go through Travis Scott's previous behavior, a couple of interviews from him, and all the demonic stuff that was going on at Astro World. So why don't you guys sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Alright, so when we left off in the last video, we talked about everything that happened that day at the concert, and really, like, whose fault is it? And I said that I thought it was many people's fault. It's not just the fault of one person. But when I was saying, you know, I was thinking about Travis Scott being on stage, could he really see what was going on? I don't know. I know it's dark, there's a lot of lights shining on your face, but then when I saw that he stopped the concert a couple of times with the ambulance, and then he spotted someone in the crowd that was passed out and was like, hold on, he's passed out right there. So I know that he could see stuff, but when I was doing the research, I came across a lot of stuff in Travis Scott's past where he was actually charged twice for inciting a riot at his concerts. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of those videos.
Gotta get down, right? Only one raise the next time. Back on the middle, drop down, yeah.
So in this video, it looked like somebody tried to jump over the barricades and get past security, and security stopped them. And when security stopped them, Travis Scott got mad at security, and he kept saying, "F you, security, F the security, and they can't stop you, just jump through and just come on up." And I actually saw a post from one of these security guards in this video, and he was talking about how horrible it was and how he actually feared for his life because those people were going crazy, and Travis Scott was like telling them to defy their rules, so it was their job to stop these people and they had to do their job. But then Travis Scott is like yelling at them and like having the whole crowd get upset with them, and he said it was very scary for him, which I can only imagine. Oh yeah, by the way, hello. By the way, you guys, if you're wondering, if you notice and you are wondering why I have two different kinds of eyeshadow on, it's because I got my BoxyCharm box and it had an eyeshadow palette, and I did like a little video trying on like the different colors, and then like I liked them both, and I was like, man, I don't want to do my makeup again. I couldn't take it all off and redo it, so I was like, it's fine. But if you notice, that's why. Now, a lot of people were also saying that Travis Scott can't stop the show, and he actually had his lawyer or his spokeswoman came out and said that for people to think that Travis Scott could stop the show is ludicrous. That makes me cringe because it is absolutely not ludicrous. Like, and she was saying that in their whole like concert plan thing they have, only 2 people have the authority to stop the show. We are not talking about him shutting down the concert. When we say stop the show, we mean stop the show for a second and have people back up and make sure everybody's okay. We don't mean concert's over, go home, bye. No. But I mean, they're just like, a lot of people are blaming Travis Scott, rightfully so, I think. And then Travis Scott's lawyer is like talking about how people shouldn't be blaming and finger pointing and this and that. But I want to talk about a couple of times where Travis Scott did stop the show, and it wasn't for anybody's safety. It was for ridiculous reasons, like this one.
Straight from Mexico, Paula Quintana. Yeah, go for Paula Quintana. Come here, bitch, and smoke my blood. Get that motherfucker, get him. You tried to take my shoe? You wanna be a thief? Fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up. Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Boo! 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 Fuck his ass up!
So in this video, Travis Scott is not only, he stopped the show because a fan tried to steal his shoe, maybe, but he's not only encouraging foul behavior, but he actually spit on this fan. And if you look, when they bring the fan over the barricades, he looks like a young kid. So Travis Scott actually spit on this kid and is encouraging like violent behavior, and he's saying F him up, F him up. And, like, just throwing this kid out, and I don't know, maybe the kid did try to steal his shoe, but for all he knows, I mean, who cares? First of all, Travis Scott probably has a million shoes. He's a millionaire. Who cares? He can get another pair of shoes. But second of all, like, maybe that guy is like a huge, maybe that kid, or he looked like a little kid, is like a huge Travis Scott fan, and he would have cherished that shoe forever. I mean, I don't know. Is it worth Travis Scott treating him that way and telling everybody to mess him up and kicking him out? No. And I'm sorry, but that was deliberate. He was literally telling a crowd of 50,000 plus people to hurt this guy. So if something would have happened to this guy, Travis Scott could have went to prison for that. Like, it's like he doesn't think. He's just, I don't know. But that's another instance. And then there's another instance where Travis Scott stopped the show because he didn't want the photographer on the stage.
Woo! Hey, get your fucking nerdy ass off the stage, bro. Go. Now, you off. Yes, I don't know you, bro. Go. Nobody on stage, bro. Nobody on stage, bro. No disrespect. I'm an artist. No, I don't know. I don't care if you're working for Summer Jam. Bye. You're not working for Travis. This isn't Summer Jam. This is a Travis Scott show. The fuck he think he is, man?
So he is treating that guy horribly. I'm an artist. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. But that's another instance where he stopped the show for something stupid. So if he can stop the show time and time again for ridiculous reasons, he can stop the show for a couple of minutes to make sure everybody backs up, everybody has room, everybody is safe, they can breathe, for God's sake. There is actually another instance in Travis Scott's past where a young man was pushed off of a balcony and he was actually paralyzed. Now, here is a picture of this young man. He was at a Travis Scott concert. Now, the way he explains it is he was at a Travis Scott concert. There was a fan who was on the balcony, and he had climbed over the railing, and he was hanging off the balcony, acting like he was going to jump. And Travis Scott saw him, and he didn't tell him to get back in his seat or to, get over the railing and not to be stupid and you'll get hurt, don't be dumb. He encouraged him to jump. So after he encouraged this fan to jump, he did jump. And then after he jumped, a bunch of other people started doing it. Of course, right? Because, duh. I was just thinking, duh, you idiot. That is why you have to maintain crowd control. Because if you tell somebody to do something and you give them attention, then all the other fans are going to try to do it and it's going to be chaos. You got to make sure everybody's safe. That is your responsibility. That is one of the responsibilities that comes with being a performer. Anyway. So a bunch of other people were doing it. And when all the other people was doing it, this guy says that he was at the balcony, and it wasn't this balcony, it was the even higher one. And he says that he was pushed off. Now here's the video of that.
I see you. But are you gonna do it? I ain't gonna lie. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. They gonna catch you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Now, see, this is so irresponsible of him. It almost feels deliberate. But speaking of deliberate, I want to go ahead and talk about all of the demonic stuff that was going on and all the demonic imagery that was going on at the Astro World Festival. I don't know if Travis Scott is satanic or if the people just creating his persona or are satanic, or if no one is satanic and they just want to push that out to young kids, or they're just trying to market Satanism or demonic imagery. I don't know what is behind it, but either way, it's all in all around, it's bad. I know that I have a lot of experience in this field. I am a medium. I do paranormal investigations all the time. I've done residentials. I have a lot of experience in negative entities, and even if you don't mean it, if you are presenting a lot of demonic imagery and demonic activity, even if you don't mean it and it's just for show, it still brings out the same energy. And that energy that it brings about is not something that you want, especially if there are tens of thousands of people gathered around seeing all this demonic stuff at the same time. It's almost like it creates, even if it's not meant to be, like any kind of energy harvest or ritual, even if it's not meant to be that, it could turn into that, because there's demonic imagery all around, there's negative energy, and then there's the energy of all those people. So that's a lot of energy, and it's not good. So even if you don't mean it and it's just for show, it brings about the same negativity. Like The Exorcist, when they were making that movie, several people died just mysteriously on and off set that were making the movie. And that, a lot of people think that is because there was so much demonic activity going on in that movie. And not only like the demonic activity, it was the first of its kind. So like the world wasn't used to seeing that much demonic activity, and the energy that it brought about, that stuff happened. Like a lot of people think that that's what happened on the set of The Crow, where Brandon Lee, he was killed by the gun that actually shot out a piece of metal, and he bled to death. That movie, The Crow, has a lot of occultic stuff in it, imagery, and as well as Queen of the Damned. That movie has a lot of satanic imagery in it as well, and a lot of people think that might have something to do with why Aaliyah in her plane, when she passed away. I mean, of course, these are all just theories, but it's just an example of how that demonic imagery can bring out negative energy, whether you mean it to or not. So let's go ahead and go through some of the demonic imagery that they had going on at this festival. So this is one of the flyers for the Astro World Festival, and in this flyer you see it looks like Earth, and there is the triangle, and it's an eye. It looks like it's the all-seeing eye. It's all over, and there's a portal down at the bottom there, and then you have the hands with the eyeballs on them, which I believe is a reference to the Pale Man. This creature is a reference of stealing innocence and defiling children. This is another flyer for Astro World. This one is in color, and this is literally a portal, and it looks like someone is falling into this portal. A couple people are falling into this portal or being sucked into this portal, and at the top again we have the all-seeing eye, and at the bottom here there is a picture of a person's face, but the face is all distorted and looks strange, and it almost looks like a demonic face. That's just another flyer. Here's another Astro World flyer, and this again has the drawing of the portal with the hands and the eyes, and it looks like a road going into the portal, and all of these people are walking into this portal, symbolically into hell. Here is a picture that Travis posted on his Instagram, And this says the true dystopia is here. Now, dystopia means the suffering and injustice. So it is saying that the true suffering and injustice is here. And on the top it says, who knows what lies beneath the surface. And on the bottom here it says, when the end arrives, it's really the beginning. So this is a lot of demonic talk, demonic imagery, and Travis, he is depicting the bat child. Here's the original picture, and this is like the old bat child that was found in a cave and whatever. He was just depicting that. There's also the Travis Scott mouth of hell, and this picture is the entrance to Astro World, and this is Travis Scott's head, and you have to enter through his mouth. Now at the bottom, this is the mouth of hell, and this is Dante's Inferno reference in hell, and this is the mouth of hell. And when you got into the when you got through the mouth and you turned around and you were inside the festival, if you turn around, it was the same head and face or whatever, but he was like gray, like he was supposed to be dead. So that again is weird. Now this is a picture, or here's a picture of Travis Scott's set, and down here at the bottom is a picture of the portal to hell. It looks very, very similar, and here's another picture of his set with the fire and everything, and this is a portal. His set was supposed to be depicting a portal. Now here on the inside of the portal it says see ya on the other side. Like, I mean, we all know what that means. But all of this together is just a lot of demonic activity. Now here is a aerial shot of the stage before anyone was there, and if you look at it, it is an inverted cross going into a portal, which is very demonic. Even Travis Scott's shirt, if you look at his shirt really close, there is blue people, and they are walking through this doorway or portal, and when they come out, they are red and they have horns. So, and the guy, the one who is going through the doorway, if you look really close, half of him is before the doorway and the other half is when he came out, and he is blue before and red. So it is depicting pure souls, pure innocent souls, blue, going through this portal and coming out as demons. And that is, that's insane. That's so, okay. Now here is a video, and people say that it looks like a demon walking on top of his set. Now, if you pause this, it just, I don't know what it is. I can't say for sure, but that definitely does not look human to me. It looks very, like, emaciated and skinny and just very weird, and it's just walking on the top of the set. That is so weird. And there's another video. This is another video, and it is Travis Scott performing, and you can see something, like, literally looks like it falls down and goes into his body, and it looks like a big, like black mass. Let's play. When you first start the video, if you look, it goes really, really fast. So here. Like, you can't even see it. It's so fast. I'll play it again. Right there. Now, it is so fast you can't even see it, but when you slow it down, this is what it actually looks like. He actually, if you're looking, he actually looks up at it for a minute, and then, like, he knows it's coming, or he feels it, he looks up at it, and then it falls down and, like, just dissipates into his body, and it looks so weird, you guys, so weird. That is so weird. I'll play it like really slow. And I know people will say like, oh, somebody threw something, or that was a shirt or whatever, but if you look frame by frame, it definitely just dissipates into thin air. Like, yeah. It's very weird, and I know a lot of people were saying that they thought that Travis Scott was possessed that night. I don't think he was actually, like, full-blown possessed that night, but I do feel like he could have been oppressed. In the paranormal field, there is a stage before possession, and it's called oppression. So if you get, like, touched by a demon, or a demon gets very close to you, or anything like that, you can go through demonic oppression, and it is just the stage before possession, pretty much. And like, where everybody's saying he just looked like he was in a trance, and like he refused to stop the show no matter what, even when people were telling him to. And like, of course, he could have just been, like, on substances or something, but he could have also been oppressed by something. And it could be because of how much demonic imagery was around. And not only that, but there was frequencies. People talked about the frequencies they were playing all day long that was making people go crazy. Now, those frequencies could have been some kind of weird satanic frequencies to bring in negative energy. Now, there are frequencies that people play to clear their mind, to meditate to line their chakras, and there's the 528 hertz, that's the love frequency, but there's also negative ones, and that could have been what they were playing in between sets to bring about negative energy. That mixed with all the demonic stuff, mixed with all the energy of how many people were there, it's like it could have been an energy harvest or some type of ritual, and it could have oppressed him. It really could have, but I mean, who really knows? It is just very, very scary. Now, a lot of other people that were there said that it felt like they were, it just felt weird. A lot of people said it felt demonic. It just felt negative. They didn't feel right there. They didn't feel comfortable. Here is the frequency that we're talking about.
Yeah, and so we were there from 10 a.m. till the set starts, and as you can see, there was like this timer going that was making everybody freak out, and like those noises that you're hearing, like those sounds, were going all day long. From 10 a.m. to the set, these frequency noises with this high bass going all day, making people freak out. 2 hours before the set even started, there's people screaming for help trying to get out. And especially when this timer starts going off, people are getting pulled out left and right. Hundreds of people are getting pulled out. Unconscious people, crowd surfing already before anything even started.
And she said it was playing all day long. And then there was this low bass just playing all day long that was making people pass out and puke and get sick. And it's just very, very weird. Here's another video of like praying hands, and this is on his set, and the hands are grabbing like the portal, and that again is very strange. But with all that put together, I am not surprised something terrible happened with all that negativity and demonic imagery. I'm not surprised something went terribly wrong. And these people, I don't think Travis Scott knows any better. Honestly, I don't. But the people above him who are purposely always pushing this kind of stuff to the kids in this country, well, everywhere, they know what they're doing. They definitely know what they're doing. But that's all the demonic stuff. So moving on from that, I know that it's hard to talk about all that demonic energy, and I don't like talking about it, but it does need to be pointed out. It's very strange. Now, there was also a interview that people dug up of Travis Scott, and he said that it was like all about the blood. And let's watch that little snippet really quick.
I was gonna be reaching for that bad headline or that bad thing, so I'm aware. That's why I was just like, man, but when I do my shows, I be so turned, man. Like
it's another level.
Yeah,
with Travis Scott's on stage.
Like, I'm not like the guy that got like, I had the backup dancers, I ain't got the drummers and that.
No.
I'm all about the blood, I had the backup dancers, I ain't got the drummers and that.
No.
I'm all about the blood. We gotta turn up.
The blood.
It's all about rage and just like the.
Who's bleeding on stage?
I'm not bleeding, but the fans are like
I feel you.
giving their bodies. I'm not bleeding, but the fans are like
I feel you.
giving their bodies.
I feel you.
Giving their bodies.
Okay, did you guys hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Not like, yeah, it's all about the blood, which, by the way, blood has a lot to do with satanic rituals and demonic sacrifices, but he also said that the fans give their bodies. Now that is very, very interesting for him to say that the fans give their bodies, because that also demonic sacrificing, and I don't know what he meant by that. I don't know if that's what he meant. I don't know if he didn't really mean that, but this demonic crap is part of his persona, so I don't know. But him saying that, with everything that happened, the fans pretty much gave their bodies, it's very strange. And then he has been deleting a lot of posts off of his Instagram, a lot of pictures, where people are literally passed out, and he is like encouraging them, and talking about how great it is that they're bleeding and that they're passed out, and he's deleting these off of his Instagram, but I don't understand. I don't understand it. So for him to act like he had no idea, I don't buy it. After the show, after everything was said and done, Travis Scott ended the show, and he went to an after party at Dave & Buster's, and him and Drake, it was Drake's party, I guess. It was already scheduled, and Kylie Jenner, everybody was there at this after party, and Travis swears that he did not know what happened at his show before he went to the party, and when he found out, he left the party. I don't think that I buy that at all, because if you see the amount of chaos going on, and the VIP sections were just full of bodies, and there was tons of people doing CPR and carrying people out on stretchers, ambulances, all the cops, and everybody knew what was going on. And what did he do? Did he just end the show and just dart out the back door and jump in a van and take off real quick? I mean, as soon as he ended the show, the people backstage would have immediately told him, I'm sure that's what everybody was talking about, and I'm sure that they would have immediately, somebody would have told him. He wouldn't have been able to did he just run off like la 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 la? Like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. And they had to escort Kylie and his daughter Stormy out of the VIP section because it wasn't safe. So she didn't tell him, like, and for her saying she didn't know, I mean, she recorded the ambulance on her phone. I mean, she had to have known something was going on. I don't buy the fact that they didn't know and he had no idea. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, it's bullshit. I'm calling it. So Travis Scott posted this apology on his Instagram or his Twitter or whatever, and somebody noticed down at the bottom here that he posted 16/16/06/11 whatever. So 666, and I don't know if that is really means, because it's 16/16 and then November 6th, but it does have the 3 6s, and a lot of people were saying that, you know, there's more demonic stuff. I don't know. I thought I'd mention it to you guys. I don't know if I really, I mean, everybody sees the 3 6s, but it's not in a row. There's like the ones there and stuff. I don't know. But anyway, he posted his apology, and then he also did a apology video, which a lot of people were very disappointed by. It was very, very weak, and the Logan from Observe, he did the body analysis on his video, and he just doesn't seem to really even give a crap at all. I did hear that he did refund all of the tickets to Astro World, and he did say that he is paying for all the victims' funerals, and he also said that if you need any kind of psychiatric help, then he will pay for the first 30 days of your psychiatric help, but you have to do it through this place called BetterHelp, which is a psychology counselor hotline type of thing, which I don't know. I heard that they were just really crappy and they weren't really actually legit, but I did also see that it is only $1 a day for your first 30 days, and he's paying for the first 30 days, so it's really only $30 for each person who does it, which, I mean, it doesn't matter. But I also heard that he could have like made a deal with this BetterHelp place and them do it for free, just to get their name out there. I don't know, but I don't know. Other than that, there's another guy, Roddy Rich or something. He performed at Astro World, and he didn't have anything to do with what happened, and he is donating all of his proceeds that he made from Astro World to all of the people who were affected and the families who lost someone. So that is really, really nice of him. Travis Scott has multiple lawsuits right now. There's about 300 different lawsuits totaling up to $3 billion. He did have a shoe collab with Nike. He made his own shoes with Nike, and that was supposed to drop December 16th at 7 a.m. And Nike did announce that they will be not going through with the drop. They will be postponing the drop out of respect for the victims of Astro World. Now, I didn't know what the hell that meant, really. Like, they're postponing it. Why didn't they cancel it? I would understand if they canceled it, but postponing it just kind of says to me, I'm gonna wait to start selling these until you're not upset anymore about what happened. That's kind of what the message that's saying to me anyway. What do you guys think? I don't know, I could be wrong. But the Houston Rockets, they also scrapped a promotional event It was called Travis Scott Night, and it was supposed to be the Wednesday night afterwards, and they replaced it with a moment of silence for the victims. It was supposed to be like this big thing. Fortnite, which is another huge thing for Travis Scott, and that's how he was marketed to such young kids all the time. Fortnite decided to remove Travis Scott's emote completely from their game, so Travis Scott's emote's not going to be in Fortnite anymore. I don't know if they're going to play his music or not still, but if they're removing his emote, I don't think they'll be playing his music. So it does look like there's several repercussions. I mean, of course there's repercussions, but $3 billion lawsuit, he lost his collab with Nike. Well, no, he didn't lose it. Excuse me. It was postponed. It was pushed back. Fortnite took his emote down. I mean, I don't know. I think that I do feel like there needs to be repercussions for Travis Scott. But in the lawsuits, he's not the only one. It was Live Nation, Apple Music, like there was a lot of people mentioned in this lawsuit. TriStar, his management, TriStar Sports and Entertainment, and Lou Taylor was mentioned by name in one of these lawsuits. Lou Taylor, if you guys have been watching my channel, or if you are hip to the Free Britney movement, Lou Taylor has been quoted and named the, quote, mastermind behind the conservatorship. Now that is a quote from someone. I am just allegedly, Lou Taylor likes to go after a lot of YouTubers and sue them. So we are not a fan of her here for what her relationship with Britney, allegedly, what she's done to Britney, allegedly. I'll just keep saying it, allegedly. So Lou Taylor is Travis Scott's manager as well, and a lot of people, how do I say this without her trying to come after me? A lot of people say that Lou Taylor, or think, a lot of people think that Lou Taylor is a greedy, money-hungry, bad person. And it's kind of funny how in this festival, the profits were completely maximized, and the safety and all the corners were cut to minimize what they had to spend. So it is kind of a coincidence. Allegedly, I don't know if I should say that again. Anyway, Kylie Jenner Cosmetics, that company is suffering a little bit. I did see a video where they were talking about Kylie Jenner, and she's losing a bunch of money, and she feels torn right now because she feels very sorry for what happened. She feels sorry for the victims of Astro World and their families, but at the same time, she is a businesswoman, and there's a lot of people who depend on her. And I also heard, I don't know if this is true, that she makes about $1 million per Instagram post, and she posts on Instagram at least once a day for her company. And if she doesn't post, she doesn't sell her products. And so if she goes like 10 days without posting, that's $10 million she lost. So she says that I don't know if she actually said this. This was on a video, and a source close to her said this. But she does feel sorry, but she also is a businesswoman, and she's losing all this money. So if she doesn't post, she's losing all this money, and she has a bunch of people who depend on her, and employees and stuff. But if she does post, then everybody's going to hate her and say she doesn't have any respect for the victims. And so she feels torn, I guess, which, sorry, I don't know. But yeah, that is pretty much everything that I wanted to go over. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this. What do you guys think of all that demonic imagery and all of that stuff? Do you guys believe in that stuff? Do you believe that having all of that demonic imagery around could cause negativity or even demonic things to happen? do you guys, what do you guys think about the lawsuits and his punishments so far? Whose fault do you think it is? Is it Travis Scott's fault? Is it everybody's fault and Travis Scott's fault? What do you think about his lawyer who said that him stopping the show, people thinking he could even stop the show for a minute, is just ludicrous, you know? I would just love to hear all of your guys' thoughts and opinions on all of this. So definitely let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It really, really helps. And yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I would appreciate it so much. I would love to have you guys in the family. I have missed you guys so much. I had that heart surgery, so I've been gone for a while, but I am back and I missed you guys so much. I'm so happy to be here making content for you guys again, and I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, guys, in a world where you can be anything, please be kind to each other. Bye, guys.